Hi everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Barry Voert from KLM. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Very welcome. Good to be with you.
So, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines is going to be joining us as the official airline partner for World Aviation Festival. So, today we're just going to touch on digital innovation, sustainability, and why Amsterdam is the perfect setting for this year's event. And then, of course, a couple of the key focuses for World Aviation Festival are digital tech and innovation. How do these align with your priorities as an airline?
Yeah, it very much is aligned with the priorities in KLM as well. We have three strategic priorities, and one of them is technological advancement. So there's a lot of focus on that in our strategy, in our investments that we do, investments in our products, investment in the services that we have. I think it's crucial for any airline. If you want to be successful, you need to be investing in technology, and certainly for KLM, it's a crucial element for our success in the future.
And then, of course, one of the major themes that we're going to be exploring in October is sustainability. How is KLM integrating decarbonisation strategies into operations while giving customers some agency?
Yeah, it's a good question. We believe we should get customers to engage in our sustainability strategy. And for that, it's very important to be transparent. So to show what you're doing and what the CO2 emission is of the flights that you take. So that is something we will incorporate into our booking flow so that it's very clear to customers what the CO2 emission is of the flight they are going to book in advance. So going to be very clear in that. Another example could be that we are now working to have a pre-mail service for the pre-order service for the meals that we have. We start in business class. So with that, we have a lot less waste. We know exactly what meals we need to take on the plane. And that is, of course, very good in terms of reducing waste, reducing weight on the plane, and reducing CO2 with that.
Of course. And you mentioned at the start there transparency with customers. Is it too early to tell, or are you seeing customers really make changes with their booking practices with sustainability in mind?
We see more and more customers paying extra for the tickets because we offer an opportunity to buy extra sustainable aviation fuel for the tickets. So a percentage of your flight can be flown on sustainable aviation fuels, SAF. And we see an ever-growing number of customers making use of that. It's not that it's half of it or something, but the number is really increasing. You see more and more customers willing to pay more to fly more sustainable.
Absolutely, that's great to hear. And then at the end of March, you launched Travel Well. What unique emphasis are you placing on the travel experience through this new campaign?
Yes, for us, what we want to do and what is in our mission is to enable and to create memorable experiences for our customers. That's the starting point. And a memorable experience for us is when you go to a special place, when you visit a special person, or when you do something important for your job. You go to a place and you do things for your company. But then we believe that travel is more and more about the quality of travel rather than the quantity of travel. So it's not anymore about flying as much as possible and going to as many places as you can to, but having a good reason why you go and make that trip memorable in a sense. And we try to contribute to that memorable experience of the customers. So it's all about the quality of travel rather than the quantity.
And that quality over quantity, of course, ties back in quite nicely with sustainability, I can imagine. So rather than just flying at any time, really picking your moment and making it worthwhile.
It's exactly about that. It's exactly about that. And then when you travel, you try to do it in the most sustainable way with the most sustainable airline. And for that, you need the most modern fleet. That is the fleet that is using the least amount of fuel and has the least CO2 emission. All of that comes together. Yes.
And then what makes Amsterdam the perfect city to welcome World Aviation Festival attendees?
Well, first of all, I think it's a chance for people to come to Schiphol Airport, which is the hub or home base, the home base for KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. It's a fantastic airport. It's a very efficient airport with great facilities. So I think for everybody, it's a nice chance to go and visit that. I think they will also experience the very good logistic we have in place in the Netherlands, the easiness of getting from the airport into Amsterdam city. It's a 15-minute train ride, and then of course to experience the city of Amsterdam itself. Yeah.
And then when our attendees aren't busy at the World Aviation Festival, is there anything they must do or must see while they're there?
I would recommend that the first thing I would recommend is to just stroll around in the city. Take a few hours off, just walk outside. You can walk and experience Amsterdam. You don't need to have a car. You can do it by bike if you're able to ride a bike, but walking also is a very good way to do it. And then there's a few things you can do. I very much like NEMO. It's a science museum we have at the water near the central station. That is a fantastic place to go to. Or well, myself, I like classical music. We have the Royal Concertgebouw Orchestra in Amsterdam. It's a fantastic orchestra in a fantastic setting. So that is one I would also recommend for people to visit if you get a chance. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, lots to do and lots to see come October then. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, Barry, and I look forward to hearing more from you at World Aviation Festival in October.
Thanks. Hope to see you all in Amsterdam.